both the United States and China is a great country. We are friends. I think it's very important we become not just friends, but great friends.
At the end of 2024, the century-old Philadelphia Orchestra joined hands with the Chengdu Symphony Orchestra, founded in 1969, to complete a mutual journey shared by music lovers. In 1973, the Philadelphia Orchestra's first visit to China was an icebreaker in the cultural exchanges between the United States and China. For more than half a century, the orchestra has not only been the first U.S. orchestra to visit China after the founding of the People's Republic of China, but has also played a positive role in advancing Sino-U.S. relations.
This tour in particular is really very important. It's the first time that the Philadelphia Orchestra has been as the whole ensemble since 2019. And it's a history-making tour because we go to two new cities that the Philadelphia Orchestra has never been before, Chengdu and Haikou, Hainan. And we hope that this is the beginning of a long and beautiful relationship.
We actually had very nice rehearsal time. I worked with the Chengdu Symphony for 1 hour, and then the Philadelphia musicians came and we worked another 2.5 hours. So we had quite a lot of time together, actually. So, and we also ate dinner together, and it was very nice because the musicians could really bond and share ideas and work together. It was very uplifting, very inspiring, I think, for everyone.
People, when we learn our instruments, it's pretty much a standard way, and of course, playing together in an orchestra, we have to play together, we have to blend on several different levels, we have to blend rhythmically, we have to blend sound-wise, and the orchestra has been doing all of that, so it was very easy to step in and do work with your local orchestra. It was a real pleasure. The lady that I'm sitting with told me amazingly that you all have 4 orchestras in this city. That's amazing. We just basically have one in Philadelphia.
And let me introduce my colleague, the music director of the... I think that not just this side by side, but this whole relationship that the Philadelphia Orchestra has with China is a symbol of what's possible. And it's a symbol of positivity because we're more similar than we are dissimilar as people. And I think to be able to share our passion and our emotions through music connects us on a very deep level. I think, it was very special to really make this connection now with not just the musicians, but the people of this incredible city that I'd never visited and I never knew. And it's fantastic. It's so vibrant and alive and new and bright. So we're very excited about it.
We were able to sit next to each other and play, and within a matter of a few minutes, we were playing together like old friends. And that's one of the great things. When musicians are on a certain level, that's the way we work together. And they work on an incredibly high level, and it was a pleasure to work with them, both playing the music, working instrumentally, and then also the friendship, being able to communicate as well as we did.
This time, the Philadelphia Orchestra came to Sichuan not only to deliver a series of remarkable performances, but also to visit Chengdu's iconic Twin Towers and observe the giant pandas at the giant panda base. They even gave an impromptu performance at the Panda Art Museum, bringing music closer to the local community.
Absolutely wonderful. Yes, this is my first time in this city. I had a really special thing this morning. I went to your panda complex and saw all of the pandas, and I mean, just it's mind-blowing in what you've done to help preserve the pandas, and just the scope of that preserve is really absolutely amazing.
It was a spectacular arrival. The first thing that we did was come right into town and watch the magnificent video display on the Twin Towers, and then walked down the big street and saw this beautiful outdoor concert of the Chengdu Symphony Orchestra. It was just the perfect way to arrive to Chengdu. So yes, it was a lovely welcome, and we're very grateful.
That our work here as musicians, bringing music to China and sharing with the audiences and sharing with other musicians, that is one of the most important things. And yes, it is said quite frequently that music is a universal language. It has been, I think, very important for both countries. Last year, as a matter of fact, there were a group of us that came and we did a lot of outreach and residency programs in Beijing. I mean, I think, both the United States and China is a great country. We are friends. I think it's very important we become not just friends, but great friends. It's very interesting because everywhere I go, people ask what was China like in 1973. Well, it's totally different, I can tell you. It was nowhere near as developed. In fact, it was just most of Beijing at that time, now as big as it is, it's hard to imagine this, but it was fields and farmland. One of the most vivid memories that I have is of a farmer working out in this field. He had a wooden cart, wooden wheels, and it was being pulled by water buffalo. It was just so different from any place that I had ever been. And even coming back, it was 20 years then after we went the first time. And by that time, then everything was totally different. At that point, it was basically what it is now. But at that time, it was very, very different. So, I mean, all of these things that we did, I mean, these are things that draw people together. And it shows you, the traveling that I've done, if nothing else, it's shown me that people are the same all over. The hearts are the same all over. The music touches the heart. It makes the heart happy, glad. It can break the heart. And everybody is the same. I think more and more in this world, it's very, very important for us not to look for the differences, but to look for the similarities.
For Chengdu, which is aspiring to become an international music capital, such high-level Sino-foreign performances draw increasing numbers of international art groups and artists for exchange and collaboration, continuously enhancing mutual understanding and respect. These cross-cultural dialogues can foster closer bonds between the two peoples and build bridges for cultural exchanges between China and the United States.